Hello, my little acorns, and welcome back to part 2 of the Midnight Walk. We have left off with the heads requesting that we help deal with their milgram problem. So, I'm going to be honest, this is actually my second time recording this.
Meet the problem head on.
Because during the first recording, I accidentally lost it during editing. So, let me let her finish talking. So, I will go through certain stuff and show you certain items. But I'm not going to check the little boxes because I've already cleared those out. But I'll still play the shell phones for you. And there's some stuff I want to correct myself on from the previous video. So up here, you can see the medallions with the daughter on them. I kept calling her the princess during the first video. I don't know why. Probably because every time I see like a singular feminine figure in some form of media, it's usually like, oh, the princess or the queen or some matriarch. So I assumed she was a princess of sorts, but no, that's the daughter. And she might be some head of sorts considering she is on those plates. But I'm going to show you guys something real quick. First off, there's a shell phone in here. Second, look what this little bastard does. No, he's not Buddy right now. He's a little bastard. Get in here. Don't run away. He decapitates himself. Oh, you'll see. Just watch. Yeah, show him your magic trick. Gave me a fucking heart attack during the first playthrough. I almost cried. Are you proud of yourself? Jesus. Anyway, here's the shell phone.
Mind over body. 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 Mind over body.
So obviously this is the room where I guess the townsfolk lined up and actively decapitated themselves. So you might be wondering, where are the bodies? But you will soon find out where. At least one or two of them. I don't particularly know where they went. But we're gonna take our cannon, and something I've learned when they're high like this is you kind of gotta aim towards the top of the daughter's head. So 1, 2, and then I'm gonna go over here and refill real quick. Please ignore how rough my voice may still sound. I am on like the last few stages of my cold. Alright, and I love the design of this little transporter, especially his paper wings. And when you hit E, our little buddy jumps in, and then they make us hang on for dear life. So something I also want to point out is I just love the little pine cone homes. I love the pine cone homes. I love the mushrooms. It's just my aesthetic. I love this. You see the residents inside their homes. You see this random couple in a boat that is on a mushroom for some reason. But it's just a gorgeous atmosphere. Like, they really went all out with this game, and I just love it. So due to me playing this again, the video will be relatively short, but I have decided that instead of 3 parts, I will do 6 parts since there are 6 chapters. So this one is just going to be short due to me having to play it again. So there's a chance that the other ones will be longer. There's another shell phone.
The mushrooms whisper of a new burden down. They tell us her nest lies beyond the cold, cold moon. And she came here to witness tragedies. She feeds on these tales, you see, sucking their fire dry like marrow from a bone. Her eyes are
Oh. I didn't know it wouldn't continue playing. Here. Let me go back. And I'll let it finish talking.
The mushrooms whisper of a new bird in down. They tell us her nest lies beyond the cold, cold moon. And she came here to witness tragedies. She feeds on these tales you see, sucking their fire dry like marrow from a bone. Her eyes are on us now. Like a vulture she waits, knowing that we somebodies are about to tear each other apart.
Okay, so there really wasn't much left compared to when I first picked it up. But some of you may think that it was useless of me to play it again, but I know some people might enjoy listening to content like that. And I love the photos right here of the Milgram, because it reminds me of like the opening scene from Shrek. Of the, you know, beware of ogre and stuff. All right, let's light these candles. 1, 2, and then there's one up here. Aim towards the top. 3, and then I'll reload. I think these lights are freaking gorgeous too, like these flower lights. All right, and we'll push forward. I will let you know that I have, oh, frog, already cried during the first playthrough of this, because this is actually a really sad chapter. So I'm excited that I do get to play again, because again, it was beautiful and it's sad. All right, buddy, light them up. This scene also really frustrated me because of what's about to happen. Sacrifices himself. Don't worry, we're gonna save you, buddy. He sounds so scared. But yeah, when I first played this, I flipped my lid when this happened.
When a sinkhole devours your fire, give it up or dive in after it. An old swamp saying.
And like when you look in through the window, you can see she's literally shaking him like a dog with a chew toy. Ugh, I need to hurry up and get him. I hate seeing that. Okay, so cabinet. Oh, there it is. Map of the Mulgrim Swamps. A worn map of the Mulgrim Swamps once used by the conquering somebodies. All right, and we can see where we're at right now with the at the Mulgrim's lair and the other locations we'll be visiting. And there is nothing else in these drawers, so I'm not even gonna try. That is locked. Oh, here's what I was talking about. So here are some of the bodies, but there's only like 2 of them. So it makes me wonder if originally like some bodies dumped their, well, now nobodies dumped their bodies down here, or if these just I don't know if they just happen to be down here where the other ones went. All right, and we're gonna go in this cave. This cave kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you've seen the movie, but Arthur and the Invisibles. And there is a crawler in here, so I'm gonna have to light this candle and be quick. And then I'm gonna reload on this match. So while he is sucking that flame, I'm going to run. I love the purple mushrooms. And then there is our buddy. I'm coming, bud. She is just going at it with him. Split him in half. Their wails are just heartbreaking. But Buddy's alive. He looks scared, though. Come on. Alright, so we need to light these candles to lure her away. Then we have one over here. Let me make sure she... Okay, so she's turned away. Let me duck down. And then I need to get over here, duck down, send little Buddy through. And then there's one more candle up here. And then I'm gonna duck down. And the opening of the door lures them out.
Another old swamp saying went, when dealing with a troubled and troublesome Mulgrim, do not light a fire beneath her, but help her build one from within.
So, golly, this must have been her partner. All bloodied up. All right, let's head out.
My neck hearkens the anguished howls of the Mulgrim, and the bitter patter of feet. A somebody and its flame, albeit a small one. 'Tis enough, perhaps. The Mulgrim's precious shards, they must be returned to her lair, to her cauldron. Only then may the cleansing fire burn.
Uh-oh. So, we gotta hide from the Mulgrim. I'm gonna let her attack me, and then I'll, say what I need to say. Ugh, it's so creepy up close. So, finding the shards really was not that difficult, and it won't take long at all. So again, this is why this video is also going to be relatively short. And this chapter has some really good lore and storytelling. So there's nothing really over there. I just need to run across here. There is, if you're wanting to play the game for yourself, there is a little cubby right here. It's empty. Again, I've already searched through it, but there's also a hiding spot over here. And then we need a piece of paper. Reading the Stones, a sketch depicting the history of the Mulgrims and the attack of the Somebodies. Oh, there's the Mulgrim. Oh, crap. I didn't get in there enough time. Okay, so we're back here. Okay, so I did have to grab this again. The Mulgrim goddess. So I've just gotten back to where she had killed us off, which wasn't far at all from the respawn point. All right, and she's not around, so let's keep pushing forward. You know, in the movie Coraline, like the garden scene with the dad, this is what it's reminding me of. It was taking me a minute to figure out what I was thinking of. But here's another shell phone. I'll play it.
Heads up, ready. Up, break with your boots, take with your hand. Full of fire.
And right here we have another little cubby. Again, empty because I've already went through it. And then I hold on to him and he lifts us up. There's not much to see from this view. It's mostly just mushroom and fog. However, when you come up here, something I caught like last minute is there are ragdolls. But there's no way to get to them. So I thought there would be a way for me to go back at some point to check them out, but there's not. So they drop us off here. And this is where we will get our first piece.
Good evening. Or is it morning or afternoon? Hard to tell without a sun, isn't it? No, it is most certainly night. Or moonbirds hooting wouldn't make sense at all. Speaking of sense, will you help an old bird find some in this story? Fire up these dusty murals in the right order, and you will receive a present, a little gift, yes. Bring the fire to the story.
So right here is where you are going to hear the story of basically what happened between the Mulgrim and the people. And honestly, I love the story. So let me double check this so I can remember it correctly. So fire. Let me get this. Oh, I'm out. Let me refill.
Once upon a time, the Mulgrims lived in peace.
And then the screaming people.
Peace ended when the violent somebodies invaded the valley.
And then the sword.
The valley was taken, but then began the battle of the bodies. Intriguing.
And then the beheading.
The battle ended with a great gruesome beheading.
And here is the last one.
For time immemorial, the Mulgrims had lived in the valley in peace, sharing good eatings and howlings around their fire, which they had inherited from the skies. Then one terrible night came the violent somebodies. They hunted the Mulgrims for sport and took their fire for themselves. But the somebodies knew not what they were dealing with, for as soon as they held the fire in their grubby hands, they began to fight one another with it. To save themselves from themselves, the cunning heads turned on their bodies and organized a great beheading. And so it was that somebodies became nobodies, and the bodies were exiled. A time of peace would ensue, or so the headlings thought. The last living Mulgrim had been biding her time vengeance upon the heads, who are now left defenseless without their bodies. The Mulgrim begins anew. A storied meal indeed. Moonbird thanks you for feeding her and proudly upholds the promise. A gift. A shard from the Mulgrim's own cauldron. It looked so shiny in the moonlight. Moonbird simply had to take it.
Awesome. So we got the first shard, the shard of the moon. One shard for the moon and its power, and wants to return to the Mulgrim's cauldron. And I really love the character design of the bird, and the way they disappear and stuff definitely reminds me of like the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland.
For now, she'll see you in the light.
Sounds like they were gargling mouthwash with that laugh. All right, ready, buddy? And so now this is unlocked. Let's blink. And the bodies must have had long ass arms, because like look at these shirts. These arms are insane. On our way to Narnia. All right, so we got 2 shards left. And we ended right back where the little bug creature took off with us to go get the first shard. Oh, the Mulgrim. Sugar. I don't have an alcove to hide in, so I'm just hiding off in this corner. I couldn't find one. Or if I did, I missed it. There she is. Why isn't she moving? I mean, should I let her eat me? Yeah, I think she was stuck, so I needed to let her eat me. Okay, so I need to go back through here. Oh, blink. Let's get through here. Okay, she's not there anymore, so let's continue forward. Okay, there she is. Let me get it in this alcove. Okay, there we go. She can't reach me in here. Close, but she can't. Her cries are so sad. So now we are going to head this way. I can't remember something in these. Okay, there was. 3 hidden cauldron shards. 3 shards were stolen from the Mulgrim's cauldron and scattered across the swamps. Repairing the cauldron could bring her peace. Okay, and we got the moon, so we need a triangle and a star. Oh, that's pretty. So now we'll go here. These heads right here, I don't know why, but like the 3 of them lined up reminds me of the old Haunted Mansion movie. Or well, Disney's Haunted Mansion in general. Okay. The dancing three. Bring 3 masks to 3 ragdolls, and the shard will show itself. Close your eyes and listen for them. Is it this one? Here's a phone.
The body stands approach over the mountain vein and violent. We ragdolls observe, we record, and we mimic. Their faces are masks, they do not know what the short yearning hides behind. The hands will tell, we put on a mask, we perform, and we put on a show.
Alright, so here's the first mask. Even though I've played this before, I still can't remember where the masks are. Mask of Nogginson the Envious, a mask of one of the 3 Symbodian Conquerors. 3 Symbodian Conquerors. It longs to dance with the other 2 by the dark pit. Okay. And so we're going to put him right here. Gosh, this takes a little minute. Let me see how close I am to him. I know when I first played this playthrough, I just kept on going, like, frog to frog. And, this one ragdoll has his arm stuck out, and so when I moved over, his hand got in my face, and it scared me to death. Alright, no. There's a good bit of these. Alright, there he is. Mask of Hiruq the Hateful. A mask of one of the 3 Symbodian Conquerors. It longs to dance with the other 2 by the dark pit. And so I'm going to put him right here. The 3 that stand on top of each other remind me of like the hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Okay, I'm pretty sure we're close to the last one. Again, I can't really remember since there's so many of these frogs. Was it this one? No. Okay, it was this one. And then, so if the ragdoll's out there, I'm assuming that this was like their actual body. Mask of Scully the Fearful. A mask of one of the 3 Symbodian Conquerors. It longs to dance with the other 2 by the dark pit. So considering it was the fearful one, that's why I'm assuming it's in the cave to hide. And the way that ragdoll just flops kind of reminds me, again, of Coraline. Like, especially from the other side. The people made by the other mother. And then we get to watch them do a little dance. And even Potboy does a little jiggy with them. You're doing great, sweetie. I'm not gonna lie, originally I thought they were summoning the eyes or something to fight, because like there's the eye in the pit. So I thought I was gonna have to shoot a match down there with a matchlock. But no, they just hand over the shard. Shard of Trinity. 1 shard for the 3-sidedness of things. It wishes to return to the Mulgrim's Cauldron. And so we just have one left. I think the Moldrum is gonna pop up again. Because that seems to be what she does every time I get a shard. Yeah, there she is. I'm gonna let her spot me, that way she can come towards me and we'll despawn. Okay, let me get in here. I'm not gonna lie, I was cutting it close with that one. Okay, and she is gone. So let's continue to this last area. This last area is not bad at all. And this is probably the most heart-wrenching part of this chapter, at least to me. Like, the story was sad, but the way this voice actor talks about the situation is just chef's kiss. Like, I highly doubt the voice actor who voices this head will ever watch this video, but I just want to let you know you did a phenomenal job getting the emotion of guilt across and repentance.
Don't eat me.
Not that. Not yet.
If you're not gonna gobble me up, then can you maybe take me away from here? Please? Somewhere closer to Nobodyville and away from here. Get me out of this neck hole, please. I'm begging you on my bare chin, and I'll pay you for the effort. Handsomely with a beautiful shard from the Mulgrim's cauldron.
I'm not gonna lie, the way that sounds reminds me of like the old game shows of, you've won a brand new car. Alright.
Take me
So
back
now we
to
got
Nobodyville,
Hedvig.
please. I can't take this tension much longer.
Help her escape
Oh,
this
I should
place.
have
The headless
stayed in my
body at the edge of the
hidey-hole.
swamp awaits her. So I know where that is. And again, I think the cauldron, not the cauldron, the Mulgrim is going to be nearby. Yeah, there she is. Again, let her spot me so I can hide. Okay. That was a close one. I probably almost got. Jeez, she really shoves her head in there. Her cries are so sad. Alright, so let me rush over here. Alright, and it leads over here. Come on, it's not time to go over there yet, bud. And here we go. Like, the voice actor, gosh, it honestly made me tear up just how well they did.
Phew, thanks for saving my neck. And I think I have a reward for you. A real treasure.
You can keep it. Shard of the heart. One shard for the heart. It longs to return to the Mulgrim's cauldron.
There you go. One of the 3 missing shards from the Mulgrim's cauldron. Yeah, I stole it. Oh, I thought I could maybe buy me some kind of ticket away from, well, everything. Start anew, you know? A good head on a pair of healthy, strong shoulders. Eyes on the horizon. Gosh, the horizon. Do you know I haven't seen it once since I lost my body? I really do miss my body. It's a real shame when you think about it, you know? The things that we do to ourselves, to one another. What we did to her, kind. All in the name of some sort of control. It doesn't make sense. Anyway, I guess I'm sad. Sad and sorry.
It's like the body hesitates to reach out. And they finally accept to just become one with one another again because they need each other.
Hey, thanks. You're a great listener. You know that? Just take care of that shard now. And maybe put it back where it belongs and... yeah. Goodbye.
Bye. I'll make sure it gets back. I hope you have a good beginning.
It's easy to lose one's head when everything you love is either gone, broken, or dead. Yet another forgotten swamp saying.
Alright, so now we gotta put these shards back in. So we have the heart. We have the moon. And we have the triangle. And now, the real magic happens. Come on, buddy. It's time to light them up. And you have to do this 3 times. This scene is just so beautiful. Like, look at the stars. And then you realize she's all alone. And there's not gonna be another one. Because she's lost everything. And then I love that, like, little buddy just goes to sit with her. It's so sweet.
She'd never been much for company until she had met the other one. He had shimmering scales, an appetite for life, and carried a faint scent of rotting leaves she found irresistible. Oh, how they used to laugh at the distant stars, bitterly, together.
I tried looking in the windows because I was hoping she would still be in there watching the sky that the cauldron had conjured, but she's not. So let's get through the cupboard again. And this should lead us back. I'm back, you fuckers.
The howls of the Mulgrim have gone with the wind, and our headaches settled into gentle throbbing. Thank you, somebody, for you have not only graciously saved our necks, but also demonstrated the value of brain mass and heart blob working together. Could it be time for the bodies to return?
You don't deserve your bodies.
And you and your wandering flame must now leave through our gates and keep on walking the midnight walk to Moon Mountain.
Why the hell does that one have a battle axe again?
Here you go, somebody. This key will open the town gates.
Thanks. The headmaster's key to the city. A key fit for headmasters, headstrong heroes, and town gates.
The mountain once again beckons, and the call is answered. Fare thee well, and take good care of your flame. The dark itself is hungry.
Don't worry, I'm not letting anything happen to my little buddy again. Actually, let me refill this. So again, I still don't know what happened to the bodies, like where they went.
Bodies might be returning henceforth now.
All right. Alright, and then we're gonna head across. And then I'm going to give Buddy his sneaky snack. Dude, were you glitching? Here you go. Oh, shell phone.
I've had enough. First it was the big Mogrim hunt, and then when they forced us out into that make-a-forgiven swamp. I hate hiking, and then when we had nothing left to hunt, we started fighting each other, and then Mr. Mayor gets this grand idea that we should chop our own heads off and banish our bodies. How does that even scientifically work? I've had enough of civilization.
So it makes me wonder if he left before they could chop their heads off. The guy that was complaining. And then we have our bud here.
Oh, back from a little swamp detour, huh? Hope the heads didn't give you too much trouble.
No, they're just
At least
smartasses.
your head looks attached to its shoulders, and your friend's is, well, burning. So do not despair. Should you once again lose your way along the midnight walk, you're probably meant to. The body can be a terrible master, but a wonderful servant. Protect the spark. Find its home, won't you? See down the road. I guess you gotta lose your head before you can. No, there's nothing there. I gotta workshop this one some more. You better get going. House is restless.
Oh, there's
and I'm
Housie.
feeling a song shaking in my boots.
Alright, let me send him across. Let me get my matches out. And then he ends up over there. So E. Aim towards her head. And that should create the eye to come up, and now we get a bridge. Hi, Housie. I think it's so cool. Like, it kind of reminds me of the Baba Yaga. Just, I guess, because a house walking. Alright, Buddy's with me. Tea kettle. I'm a little teapot. It's time to head on. See? So I don't know where else the bodies had gone, if they just went to the next town over, or if they were in parts of the swamp that we couldn't see. But, yeah, they're returning to the heads. I wonder if we'll see the heads with their bodies near the end of the game, or at the end of the game. I can't remember, did I check this hole right here? But there's another seashell we can listen to. Yeah.
We Malgrims have a special relationship with fire. We do not cook over it. We do not shed tales around it. We care not for its warmth. Ours is a different connection entirely. Fire is our window to truth and into the world beyond clay, to which we must return. We are noble beings, bringers of bugs, slime, and mushrooms to help decompose the old and to bring about the new. We are the caretakers of this world, and woe be to those who seek to end us, for they seek to end themselves.
And that's basically what ended up happening. And then we meet this little guy, little buddy's sibling. The poor guy died alone. Like, his fire was ripped from his head. And that makes me concerned, like, is that what's going to happen to Potboy? Is that what's gonna happen to my little buddy? Because if so, I really don't want to take him to Moon Mountain. But I'll let him light this candle in memory of his sibling. Well, we gotta continue forward. And I love seeing these little teacups, I will say that. I have been so tempted to have a teacup collection, but I have no space. So for now, I'll just stick with my mug collection. But seeing all the teacups and stuff, I don't know why, it gives me Alice in Wonderland vibes, like Mad Hatter Tea Party. He looks so sad when walking. Ooh. And then we have these peeps.
Dreadful was the day when the sun vanished. The waters dried up, birds went quiet, and the dark itself seeped unchecked into the work table as the cold, chewed paper moon rose over the mountain. The night that followed would be long as the midnight walk. The burnt one was there. You do not remember, but you feel it, don't you? You are reborn when need arises. This night, Potboy needs you, and Moon Mountain beckons.
Okay, but what's gonna go on at Moon Mountain?
Irresistible. A storm is coming.
Don't tell me that.
The soothsayers have spoken.
Unspeak it. Okay, I guess not. Just, you know, disappear. What's this? Oh, wood. Where'd Howsy go? There's Moon Mountain. We're getting closer, guys. Oh, look at these houses. Oh, shit, it's raining. Hey, you kind of look like a Tim Burton character. Come on. Oh, God, come on. We need to get him out of the rain. Oh, shit. Good Potboy. Alright, go from place to place. I wish there was a way to, like, cover his flame. Ooh, Howsy! No, get back under the shelter till Howsy's here. Okay, come on, come on. Come on, let us in. So, while we're here, I'll play the videotapes or the recordings of what we got so far. So I've already played part 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll start from the beginning. Just so I can hear it again. And I'll play all 6 of them.
She came back one day from a long while of rock picking under the gnarly trees. Usually the Merkle had been fond of fall and the refreshing cool of winter, but this time it had been much too long for her taste. Even the sun seemed tired, and she had all the rocks she needed, so she decided to treat herself to a long nap.
You know, I like to take a long nap too after a long day of rock picking. Alright, so that was part 1 of Who Took the Sun Away. Now we're on part 2.
The Merkle dreamt many dreams of the mysterious moon and the critters living within its craters, and of the ocean and its deep secrets known only to the sea creatures and the corals, and of the twinkling stars
that had so much to tell, but they were too far away to be heard. All of it intertwined in a colorful tapestry.
Okay, I'm stupid. I didn't even realize that it was showing a picture show. So, but I'm not going to make y'all listen to the first one again, and you saw a bit of the second one, so let's go to the third.
And so she woke with a yawn, so big it could have devoured the sun. She had slept for just about a decade. A decent nap by Merkel's standards. She smacked her dry lips, looking forward to what the new dawn had to offer as she left her lair and went out into the cool night. Wait a minute, she exclaimed. Night?
Honestly, that kind of reminds me of like coming home from school and you're like, I'm just going to sleep for an hour, take a nap, and you've slept the whole day away and it's basically bedtime and you had to go to sleep for school the next day.
Where was the sun? Where its warm rays should have been there was only the vast night sky, not a star on its face. Well, the Merkel mumbled softly to herself, winter was late, so now the sun must be late too. Proud over her sound logic, she went back to her lair to take a complimentary nap.
The Merkel is just like me. Like, any little inconvenience, nap time. Alright, so let's put on the fifth one.
The Merkel had taken a nap that had lasted 2 decades. Now that counts as oversleeping even by Merkel standards. She had awoken anxiously this time, feeling misplaced and confused. The confusion grew further into panic when she was greeted not by the sun's life-giving caress, but once again by the silently mocking night sky.
I don't know, it makes me feel like when she woke up, you know those dreams where you think you're falling and it just jolts you awake? Maybe that's how she woke up. That's how it sounds. Okay, one more.
There was one star out that night, and it glowed a cold red. Who took the sun away? The Merkel asked it. But it was too distant, so she could not hear its reply if it had one. The Merkel had never felt so empty and alone. Lost in quiet despair, she managed to open up to the winds and followed their gentle push south down the midnight walk and to the Darklands.
So it makes me wonder if our next location is the Darklands. Alright, that should be it for now. The daughter! Or as I called her in the last video, the princess. But it makes me sad that you can't stop her and like talk to her. But I don't know if she's running away or she's just leaving because she has a little hobo sack with her. So I wonder where she's going. I don't know if she's leaving Moon Mountain or what. But the rain's gone now, so we have snow. But guys, look up over here. It's a kitty. It's a stone kitty. Isn't it cute? It's got a little bell around its neck. Oh, a little cabin. I didn't notice that. Alright, let me check around here for anything. Wait, did I... Yeah. Oh, look how cute. It's the little bell. And we have a cupboard. Nothing attacked me. But there is a cupboard here. I kind of feel these The game has these cupboards just placed at randoms kind of to psych the player out. Because I've passed several of them where you've never had to climb into them because nothing was coming for you.
There once was a freezing cat who was looking for shelter when she came across a dark cave. Step into my abode, offered the dark. It will warm you if you surrender your wants.
So this is where I managed to leave off before my clips disappeared. But this is where I left off in the first video that I had made for part 2. And this is where I am going to leave off again. So next video, this is where we are going to pick up, and I'll try to progress and get through all of chapter 3. Because again, I'm wanting to make a video for all chapters. And apparently there's 6 chapters. So there should be a bit more to go, and hopefully those videos will be a bit longer. This one again was just shorter because I had lost the clips originally, so I got the chance to play it again. And with that, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope I've improved a little bit. Like, subscribe, let me know what you think. And I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, week, morning, afternoon, night, whatever. I hope it goes well, and you have a good one.